Hi guys, welcome back. Today I am going to be doing a very Christmas glam look. I actually want to recreate a look that I did a year ago for Christmas. We'll pop it right here so you can see it. I think that's going to be really fun. It's super easy, just more skin focused, and the eyes are going to be really like glittery and with a red lip, but I'll do a nude lip as well to show you the difference so you can choose which one you like better for your look. This is also my first Christmas makeup tutorial for YouTube, so I am really excited. So I am gonna do my eyes first, but I just wanna put a little bit of moisturizer on my skin so that really soaks in, and when I do my skin it's really nice and prepped. And I'm just gonna use this one from Clinique. It's a gel type moisturizer, so it's gonna sink in really nicely into my skin. Because this look is mainly glitter, I am just gonna use my Urban Decay eye primer today, and I am gonna put that all over my lid. The glitter is gonna pretty much cover my whole eye, so I don't need any heavy base to cover my veins or anything like that. So I'm just using a clear eye base today, but I am gonna put a little bit of concealer in the inner corners and the outer corners to cancel out any darkness. And I'm just taking a little like fluffy brush to blend that into the skin. And for the inner part, I like to burn it just a little bit on the lid to cancel out this dark area that I have right here. I am gonna do very minimal eyeshadow work today, but I do want to use a few shades in this palette right here. I am gonna take this color, it's called Sandy, from the Bperfect Clientele palette, and I'm just taking that on a skinny fluffy brush, and I am gonna run that through my crease just so I have a nice transition shade for the eye look. So this is just gonna go into the socket of the eye. On another fluffy brush, I am gonna go into the color Asha, which is just like a cream light peach, and I'm gonna blend out that first shade with this. This is pretty much the same color as my skin tone, so you're not gonna be able to see much of it. It's just gonna help soften everything and not look harsh. So the glitter that I used for last year is actually like a really chunky glitter, and this one is from Colourpop, and it has like a green shift with yellow and a little bit of blue, but it's really pretty. I am actually gonna use a glitter glue to make sure that stays on my lid and it doesn't fall everywhere. And the one that I like to use always is the Nyx Glitter Primer. I'm just gonna take a little bit on my fingers and pat that on my lid. So I'm just gonna dip in here with my finger. I'm not gonna use a brush, and I am gonna start packing that on my lid. And this glitter is really chunky and it reflects really nice, but it's really hard to get on camera because of the lights make it look really like washed out. I'm gonna put that all the way on the lid, even on this outer part right here, but concentrating most of it on the center of the lid. Maybe if I make it really dark, you'll be able to see the glitter better. I'm gonna try that. Okay, and all there's left to do for this eye is create like a wing. You can skip this step if you don't like that, but I am gonna do a wing just to like make the look a little bit more dramatic, and I am using this one from NYX. It's called the Epic Ink Liner, and I hope that this is gonna go on top of the glitter well, because if the liner is not pigmented and liquid enough, it's gonna skip on top of the glitter. I need to get a mirror to be able to see myself. So I start kind of in the middle of my lid and drag a line all the way to the outer corners of my eye. This liner is really nice. It's going really well on top of that glitter. It's not skipping or anything like that. And from here, I am gonna create the wing. And I just like to start in the most outer corner. And now I am gonna try and connect that to that line on my eyelid, and then basically just fill it in. So for foundation today, I am gonna use this one from Estee Lauder, and just because I want to finish it up, I haven't used it in a long time. I don't even remember if I really like this. I hope it's gonna look really good on my skin. I'm guessing I really did like this foundation before because it's almost finished. I'm just gonna put a little bit like right here on my palette. It looks really yellow on camera, but it's actually, from what I can remember, I was always really impressed with how well that shade always looked on my skin. So I just have like one pump in here, not too much, because I want the skin to look really flawless but not like cakey. So I'm just taking a tiny brush to blend out that foundation, and this is a Peaches and Cream PC18 brush, which is really small, but I don't know, I just really like the way that this applies foundation. That does have nice coverage because it basically almost covers my pimple right here, like all the way. I might have to add a little bit more of concealer in there, but I'll do that in a little bit. Just gonna make sure that this foundation is really nice and blended. And what are you guys doing with Christmas? Because here in the Netherlands, if you're Dutch, well then you know, but we just went into a lockdown again, like a full-on lockdown. And that being announced like a week before Christmas, I think it's really disappointing and sad to a lot of people, because well, we haven't been able to see, you know, family and friends in such a long time, and if we have seen anyone, it's been under really like strict rules. For a lot of people, it's not gonna be the Christmas that they expected. I don't think a lot of people expected COVID to be in our lives this long. I want to know, what is it in your country like? Or what are you guys doing for Christmas? I hope that you can still get to see some family and have a nice time. That looks really nice. And I just used like one swipe right on my skin for this side, and that went like for this whole half of my face. I feel like with this foundation, the trick is the more you blend, the better it's gonna look. I'm gonna do just a few more cream products before I do my concealer. I'm gonna use a bronzer and a contour stick just to really give like that look, because it's Christmas and we're eating a lot and we don't want to look like we're eating a lot. I'm first gonna do a little bit of the contour stick, and this is the Fenty Matchstick in Amber, and it's a really cool toned contour stick. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on the same brush that I used for my foundation. I'm gonna concentrate that like right here, a little bit under my cheekbones. And that gives just like a little bit more of definition. It's not a lot. I didn't just give myself like plastic surgery with this contour, but it does define my cheeks just a little bit more. Okay, and now I am gonna do the cream bronzer, and I'm taking another fluffy brush. This is a Peaches PC21, and it's like, it fits right on your cheek, which is perfect. And I'm just gonna take a little bit and pat that right on top of my contour color. And these are really pigmented, but they're super easy to blend. So if you are using this and you go in with a lot, don't panic. It's gonna be really easy to blend out with a sponge or just with your brush. That just gives the skin just a bit more of warmth, and it's not really there to contour, more so to bring a little bit of color back into my skin so I don't look as flat. For my concealer, I am gonna use a little bit of this TooFaced Born This Way concealer to conceal the darkness, but I'm gonna use a little bit of this NYX Born to Glow concealer just to brighten a little bit under my eyes. So this is a bit lighter than this one, just like here, right here, and right here. And I'm gonna do a little bit on that pimple that I have. And with that NYX concealer that is just a little bit lighter, I am just gonna add this right here in this inner corner. And I'm just gonna let that dry a little bit so it gives me a little bit more coverage, and then I'm gonna blend that out. I might add a little bit just here around my mouth area that has a bit of darkness, and on my forehead, just to make everything look cohesive so it's not really light here and not here. I like to blend that out with a fluffy brush. Again, this is that setting brush from Real Techniques. And I use this for my eye primer and my concealer and everything. I just like to pat that on right here where I have darkness, not drag it down too much. Okay, so my battery died in the progress. All I did was blend that concealer under my eyes, and I actually did apply a little bit of powder because while I was waiting for the battery, I didn't want it to crease under my eyes, but I just used a little bit of my Nabla powder, which has a really like smoothing effect, so it makes everything look really nice and clean and smooth. And I am gonna just do a little bit of powder bronzer right now, and I'm gonna use this one from Nars. I think this is just like the Laguna bronzer, just like on a blush brush, and I am gonna pat that on my cheek. I don't set this area of my face, so it's still a little bit tacky, a little bit wet, and I don't want the foundation to move around if I am gonna swipe with this brush. So by tapping on my cheeks, I'm actually setting that cream bronzer that I applied there with this powder bronzer. And on my forehead, I like to do just a little bit, not too much. For my blush, I think I am gonna go really neutral, and I might mix these two shades right here. This is a BH Cosmetics blush palette, and it has a bunch of like nude shades. And the same, I'm just gonna tap that on my cheek. This is actually really dark, but with blush it always fades away really fast, so I like to do just a little bit of some clown cheeks so it stays on really long and doesn't move. I almost never do a highlighter, but I am gonna do a little bit of highlighter today, and I'm gonna use this palette from Makeup Revolution, and I think this is from their Christmas collection last year. It's called Precious Stone, and I have the shade Rose Quartz, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of this one, and I might mix a little bit of the peach one. I'm gonna use this Morphe brush. It's an M501, and I'm just gonna apply that on the tops of my cheeks. This is not really intense, just like a little bit of that glow. For my mascara, I've been really loving this one from NYX. It's the NYX Under Rise Volume Lift Mascara, and I do agree that it does give my lashes a lot of volume at the root. It doesn't make them longer or anything like that. It does a really good job at curling them. So I did apply these lashes off camera, and I'm just taking a brown pencil now, and I'm gonna run that through my lash line. My lower lash line, I mean. That same sandy color that I used in the beginning, I'm gonna take a little bit of that and run that on my lower lash line. Really diffused and blown out. I do want my inner corners to have a little bit of highlight in here, so I'm gonna take this shade, just like a champagne golden shade, on a small brush, and I'm just gonna pop that in my inner corner. And I might mix a little bit of Luxe to make it a little bit more golden and not so icy white on the inner corner. So for the lips, I wanted to give you two options. I'm first gonna do a nude lip so you can see how the glitter looks with a nude lip, but after that I am gonna do a red shade just because that is so much more festive. So I'm gonna do the nude lip liner first, and this is a Kiko lip liner that I don't know the shade because it rubbed off. For the nude shade, I am gonna use this lipstick from Private Society Cosmetics and Kimcreates, and I'm just gonna put that on top. And that is the look with a nude lip. I am gonna do the red lip liner, and this one is from NYX, and it's called Spicy. And the lipstick is also from NYX, and it's called the matte lipstick and Spicy. So these go together. It's pretty much the same color, so that's gonna match really perfect. And this is the look with the red lip on. Guys, this is the finished look with the red lip. I think the glitter is super festive and it's really easy to achieve. If you're in a rush and you still want to do a very glam makeup look for Christmas, this is gonna be super easy, very beginner friendly. Just skip the eyeliner and then just do glitter and you're done, and put on a red lip or a nude lip, whatever you think suits you better. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed it and you think this is a really cool Christmas look. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see another Christmas look. I have maybe like a bronzy soft glam in mind, and then maybe for New Year's I want to do like a really cool smoky eye with glitter. I think that's gonna be really nice. But put your thoughts in the comments so I know what I can film for you next. I hope to see you in my next video. I hope you are doing well and stay safe. Subscribe for more videos, and follow me on Instagram. And I will see you all next time.